Hello, everyone. My name is Danny. This review is for the movie called 7500. This is a 2019 film that came out June 18th of 2020 here in the US. So really new for us in my area, obviously. But some of you overseas might have seen it already. There's lots and lots of views of it online here. So this is rated R. It runs an hour and a half. It stars Joseph Gordon-Levitt. I'm gonna try and these other two names: Omid Mamar and Eileen Tezel. That's my attempt. The description: when terrorists try to seize control of a Berlin to Paris flight, a soft spoken young American co pilot struggles to save the lives of the passengers and crew while forging a surprising connection with one of the hijackers. I don't know why I say it like that. Hijackers. This is 7500. Well, thank you everybody for watching this video. If you'd like any correspondence with me outside of YouTube, I do have my Facebook page. It's called Danny's Movies and Music. If you'd like to check that out, I think you might have some fun with it. And I have bonus content on there, including Netflix reviews and music and lots of TV shows that are making themselves known with the new streaming services and everything. So, yeah, let's talk about this one. For me, I found out about this due to my research that I do every month, trying to look for new movies I've never seen before. But I have heard some chatter. I have watched a review or two of this, and it's, I guess, an Amazon original. I think is where it comes to us from. So it's available many different places, many different platforms. I didn't watch it on Amazon. So, but it is readily available. It has a name in it, Joseph Gordon-Levitt. So, I think it's available to watch. You need to watch it to get your own opinion about it. And that's where I'm going to start with my review. Is that I can understand both sides of people arguing about this movie. If I were to watch a review or listen to somebody talk about how great this movie is because of how unique of a take it takes on a hijacking, I'd listen, and I'd listen very intently because I understand that this movie takes an approach to have everything happen in the pilot's cabin, and it's a different approach, and some people might love it that they've never seen anything like this before, and it's a different approach, and it keeps it very isolated. We've had movies with James Franco and the Rock situation where everything happens in an area, people stranded on a boat in the ocean. There's some people love movies like this. Then I'm gonna listen to the other people also that say this is very, very boring and very stale, and it's hard to watch a movie like this that only happens in an isolated area, because that's what happens sometimes with me in like space movies where they're just in their rocket and they're just having small little things happen and it gets quite boring. So it's a mixture of feelings for me for this movie, but that is what happens. That's the basic description. There's a hijacking that happens. Everything is controlled for the audience in the pilot's cabin. We don't get to see the hijackers interact with the passengers too much, except through this little screen that the pilots have in their on the back of their cabin by the door, and we don't get to really interact with the hijackers except through that video, and there are two that find their way into the cabin, but it's just really different. I think it's a risky movie to make because you're gonna have people who love it and people who hate it, and I think you got to be understanding on both sides a little bit. So Joseph Gordon-Levitt is a really good actor. We all know that. I think if you haven't seen any of his movies, you should. Some of these other people in the movie, it's obviously a smaller cast except for the passengers and stuff, but there's some emotion in this movie, and there's some action, there's some weapons, there's yelling, there's strategy, on how to handle it. So it is a smart enough movie but I'm going to kind of err on the side of mixed feelings, and I was a little bit bored. So I'm going to give 7500 a C. I'm going to just play it safe. And I can't say it's anything special for me. I can't say it's one of my best performances from Joseph, and I cared enough for the other actors, but we don't get to know anything about them. We get a little bit of story from Joseph and his family and stuff, but he's just trying to get to know the hijacker a little bit. So, yeah, there's a lot missing from this movie. It is rather short, and I think they were just going for a movie that would stay consistent in action enough to keep people intrigued and not make them bored. But I just think it was a risky movie to make, and not sure what people are thinking about it, but I'm willing to listen if you have an opinion. So, a C for 7500. Thanks a lot, guys. My name's Danny. If you like this or any of my other videos, try and get some of them to watch. Like and subscribe to my channel if you would. Enjoy your movies. Thanks.